From getting 106 kills in just one game to the fastest ace in history, here are the most amazing Valorant world records there are. In 2021, a streamer called Epa set a new world record for the highest number of kills in a competitive game, which is yet to be beaten to this very day. He played as Reyna on Bind, and his teammates gave him the ace nearly every round, earning a whopping 106 kills in one game that went on for 26 rounds. This next record is the fastest Jet ultimate right-click ace you will ever see, ending the round in just 6 seconds. With the existence of revival ultimates in the game, it's not unheard of to die 2 times in a single round. With Spike Rush, a Sage, and a Phoenix, however, this player right here broke the world record of most deaths in a single Valorant game, with a total of 4. You can clearly see how confused the enemies were after killing the same person so many times.
It's okay, you're back. It's okay.
Ult orb right behind you, Sage. I promise I won't die a 3rd time in a row. Oh!
Last player standing.
Most people playing Valorant regularly are probably at around level 200 or 300 at most, so it can come as a surprise when we see people with levels above 500. Did you know, though, that the world record for the highest level is actually over 1,000? This guy must live and breathe the game to be able to get to that number. I don't know how he's not tired of it. In VCT Stage 3 Challengers 2021, pro teams Gen G and TCM duked it out in the longest pro game ever. It was so long that Riot had to boot up another custom game just because they weren't sure if the server could handle it any longer. To give you an idea of its length, this match alone lasted for almost 2 entire hours.
Valorant devs are like, we didn't design the game to go this far.
In the end, they broke the world record for highest kills ever in one pro game when Gen G's Nature got 49 kills after 44 whole rounds. If it exists, someone has done a speedrun for it, and the parkour course in the range is no exception. In 2020, this streamer called Inspect got an insane no ability run of 49 seconds that is yet to be surpassed to this day. Deathmatch is known for being pretty fast-paced as is, but some people just really want to push the limit for it. This is the fastest deathmatch game in the world, lasting only 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
1 kill remaining.
Honestly, despite this being so impressive, I think it can be beaten by any one of you. So whoever is up for the task and ends up beating it, send it to me and I'll post it on my next video. Speaking of deathmatch, another person got an impressive deathmatch record. It's the flawless KD of 40-0 in just 4 minutes and 30 seconds. That's pretty lucky considering how random deathmatch spawns can be and how often crossfires take place. In late 2022, a streamer decided to pick up the challenge to rack up the most assists possible and devised a genius plan for it. Essentially, his teammates would pick someone with friendly fire utility like Brimstone, Viper, or Sova, and he would pick Skye. At the start of the round, the entire team would get hit by a Molly or Shock Dart, then healed by Skye, and from that point on, every kill was an assist for Skye. With this, they managed to get a whopping total of 145 assists in just one game. Now, it's one thing to speedrun a parkour course or a deathmatch game, but it's a whole other beast to speedrun getting to the highest rank of the game from rock bottom. After just 138 games and 110 wins, one person managed to get all the way from Iron to Radiant in just 74 hours. And I've been stuck in Iron since the day the game came out. A 14-year-old streamer managed to hit not just Radiant, but literally top 1 Radiant, making him one of the best players in the world at such a young age. In 2022, there was a tournament for Radiants only, and one person managed to get an impressive 70 kills while playing his chamber on Bind, getting the world record of most kills ever in a LAN tournament. And if you're wondering, the longest win streak in Valorant esports was achieved by none other than Vision Strikers in 2020 Valorant First Strike. They had an incredible 102 games without losing, cementing them as one of Korea's pioneers for Valorant. When the Pearl map was first released, it's understandable that people tended to die more since they didn't know the map too well. One streamer, however, used this exact thing to keep racking up knife kills in one game. This led him to getting the world record of most kills with a knife in one game with 7 kills. Hey, you know what? Sometimes all you need to win rounds is the confidence to hold the W key and run it down. This is the fastest retake of all time with just a whopping 5 seconds, and it's all the more impressive that it was a 2v5 situation.
Enemy remaining.
What the fuck? Easy, guys. Why you so good?
If you thought the Jet Ace was fast, you're in for a treat with this one. This doubles as not only the fastest ace ever, but also the fastest round, clocking it at only 3 seconds.
Oh, that's not go B.
You can kill it.
We've all played with the damage bot in the range at some point, so it can come as a surprise to hear that it actually stops keeping track of damage after a certain threshold. That's literally its only job after all. What's even crazier than a 10 million damage cap though, is that someone actually sat there and clicked to get all the way to that damage cap just to figure out what would happen next.